No, we're not. Now we're live. Okay, so update on the 0 to 1 mil series. First product that we launched, 200 units, did absolutely amazing. Did over $13,000 in sales profitably. We were going to place a bulk order of 1,000 units on that product. Product got banned on Amazon. Not our product, the whole entire, everybody who sells that product banned. It's like if they banned camera batteries on Amazon, just mass exodus, gone. Bah. And then it kind of was God's plan, because we didn't spend, how much would we have spent on that? It would have been like 1,000 units, over $10,000 PO. So God's plan that we didn't dump 10 grand into that. How much did you profit out of the 13 on that first product? I made a video breakdown of this, but I think it was like 20% after ads. But remember, that's on the very first order. With that 1,000 unit order that we were going to place, we were going to increase our profit margins, because we were going to bring down our cost of goods a lot. Then we launched the baby product. That one, 300 units, 150 units of each variation. So technically 2 products, but 1 product, just different color variations, 1 for boys, 1 for girls. That product, our boy variation is out of stock. Let me actually, I have the Amazon account pulled up here. Oh, no, I don't have it pulled up, but I can pull it up. Hold on. So we sold out of inventory 150 units of our boy, I almost said the product, our boy variation. And then we have of our girl variation, that one doesn't sell as well, but we've still sold 97 units of that one. We have 53 units left in stock. So that one's selling, our sales are down because we were doing like $400 or $500 a day. But then obviously majority of those sales were the boy variation. Then the girl variation sold like 30 to 40%. So like yesterday we did 200 in sales. Day before that, 200 in sales. Today so far we've done 150 in sales. So not as much, but I made a video breakdown of this one as well. There was at some point it was like $6,000 in sale total. Here I have the numbers. So total between both variations, on the gray, oops, I said the color. I guess that doesn't matter. On the boy variation, we sold $6,304 worth. On the girl variation, $3,662. And then, no, yes. And then we were going to place a bulk order back in like October when we were running out of stock. We knew that we were going to run out of stock. We knew that this product was good. Our manufacturer was being a buster. Really cool manufacturer. They're actually one of the best manufacturers that we've ever worked with, but they just were not budging on the price. We wanted to get it down to $9 a unit. Our original manufacturing cost was $11.50. Actually, I have the numbers pulled up because I was just working on it today. Our cost of goods per unit, oh, that's not the right document, was $11.60 a unit. Shipping per unit was $3. So they were not budging. They were trying to say that $11 was as low as they'd go, and we were literally 3xing the amount of inventory that we were going to order. Actually, a little more, because 300 units, we were going to order 1,000. They weren't budging. We were able to get them down to $10 for our cost of goods. And then on top of that, how do I say this without saying it? We'll call it a bonus item on the product. And what we did was, it was a stock bonus item, and it made the packaging way bigger. Because we're ordering so many units now, they made us a custom bonus item. And that's going to decrease our packaging size. Honestly, it's not by much. I don't even want to say the dimensions because I don't know. I don't want people to put together the thing, but it pretty much brought our cubic volume down by, hold on, I have a screenshot of the manufacturer's message. So it reduced our overall volume by 2 cubic meters. So it's not necessarily going to help us with FBA fees like we thought, but it is going to bring down our shipping cost. So that'll be good because we're ordering more units and we're taking up more space on the pallet. That's going to help with shipping. And then on top of that, the product being smaller. And then because of the bonus item, it's going to reduce the weight, not by much, but by a little bit. So overall, it's going to help decrease our cost. So we are literally about to send a 30% deposit for our PO. I don't handle the manufacturing stuff, so I honestly don't know how much the PO is. I mean, I guess we can do the math really quickly. $10 a unit times 1,000 units. The fact that I had to use a calculator for that was a little silly, but $10,000 for inventory. The thing that is unfortunate is because we spent so much time negotiating and because they spent like a week or two reworking and making this new custom bonus item, we're going to miss Q4, which really is unfortunate because I just based on the trajectory of that product and based on the trajectory of people's sales during Q4, I genuinely think we would have knocked out 10% of the goal for the $1 million journey. I think we could have done 100K between November and December, but it does not look like that's going to happen because we'll be out of stock. So it's okay. I think that we will hit 1 mil by the end of next year, 2026. Quote me on that. So we shall see. But that is an update, long-winded update on the 0 to 1 mil series. Did you place a new order? How many units? Yeah, we're going to do 1,000. Yo, Luke, how do you suggest getting clicks and sales after launch? Ads aren't really doing good. How many reviews do you have, Connor? If you don't have any reviews, you shouldn't even be running ads, my brother. What up, Layla? Thank you for spamming the chat with suns and moons. Just launched my product with multiple different PPC campaigns with no real traction. Any advice? How many reviews? This is the famous question, guys. How many reviews do you have? How many reviews do you have? Need more eggs. Yeah, reviews are everything. Jack, you don't even have enough reviews to the point where I wouldn't even run ads at 5 reviews, brother. If you set your price to $10 so you can stack 100 FNF reviews and change back the price, will they figure it out? Yeah, that's number 1, price manipulation. Number 2, Amazon might not even let you jump your price. Trust me, I've seen too many people get so effed over doing this. Don't do it. That's not the move. Don't do it. Trust me. I've seen Amazon lock the price. I've seen competitors buy out your inventory. And there was this one, I don't even remember, but there was someone who made a video about this and they were complaining. They were like, we dropped our price to $10 and our competitors bought out our inventory. How do I tell Amazon how Amazon's not going to fix it? Why does Amazon have to fix it? You chose to lower your price. Your product is sitting there at a $10 cost. Of course, people are going to buy it out. And it was like a $50 to $70 product. Maybe break-even price. Will they still block it? It depends how low your break-even price is. They can lock your price. So like when you go, so you always have the buy box when you do private label, the little box that your price is in, self-explanatory. But when you do, like, let's say your product is priced at $67.67, right? And then you lower it to $30. Amazon might not let you jump up your price back to $67. What's good, Unc? If I start Amazon today, will I be making $1 million in a month? Just trolling. Yes, bro, you will be. In fact, if you start Amazon today, you might make more money than Jeff Bezos by next month. Also, just trolling in case there was someone who really thought I was serious. How many reviews? I don't run Amazon ads until I have 10 to 15 reviews, bro. So would you suggest getting reviews if no ads? Wait, so how would you, Amazon Vine program. So just spam Vine reviews. Yeah, you want to use Vine. That's going to be the #1 way. Allegedly, I'm not suggesting this. Some people do friends and family reviews. I would never suggest that. As an Amazon ad partner, I cannot suggest that. But I know of people who utilize friends and family reviews. Not saying that I would ever do that because that is haram. But somebody who wasn't under your Wi-Fi under the last 6 months, somebody who doesn't live with you, somebody who you haven't logged into their Wi-Fi, spread out the reviews, don't have everybody get it on the same day, don't spam too many F&F reviews. Allegedly, again, I'm not suggesting that. What up, Hydra? Wait, I'll make as much as Jeff Bezos. What about Elon? Bro, you'll make more than Elon. You'll make more than a Saudi prince with that oil money. If you start today, let's just give the people what they want. You start today, you'll be a multi-cajillionaire by next month. Again, for anybody who's like, is this guy serious? I'm not even serious. 0.5%. It takes time and money and effort to start a business. No such thing as a get-rich-quick scheme. What up, DFS? The homie who knows all. Get noob on here. No. 10 to 15 reviews, then PPC. Yes. What category do you feel is the most opportunity and most lucrative? All the categories, except clothing, shoes, electronic, fragile, seasonal, everything else, fair game. What do you mean by friends and family? Like, do they have to pay for the product? Can I just write a review? No, they can't just write a review. They'd have to allegedly buy the product and then leave a review. It's hilarious when people think that it's a get-rich-quick scheme. Maybe it's hilarious for you guys. It's absolutely infuriating for me. It's like, I mean, some of you saw my last few videos that I posted about this. It's like, I don't know whose content these kids are watching. Some of them grown adults. I don't know whose content you're watching where you thought that any business is going to be a get-rich-quick scheme. Oh, if I start tomorrow and I put in no effort and I continue to live the same life, watching Netflix and eating Doritos on my couch and spending every Sunday watching football and I do nothing different in my life and I don't have to do anything, will I be a bajillionaire in a year? What? Like, I feel like that's minus 30 IQ points just asking something like that. Do you meditate? What's the best way to destroy limiting beliefs? No, how my brain works is the opposite of meditation, bro. What do I do to eliminate limiting beliefs? I grab the eliminating beliefs and I just no, it's just, you can't believe, you can't, the world teaches you to trust your heart and trust your thoughts. But in reality, your thoughts and your heart will deceive you. So you just have to understand that that's not the reality. What limiting beliefs would you ever believe? Oh, I can't do it. Okay, everybody's thought that. And then when you go start something, everybody's going to say that you can't do it or you can't. I just made a video on my TikTok about this. Shout out to all my haters who said that you can't do this, you can't do that. You're never going to be successful on Amazon. I'm not smart enough to do it, bro. I had an average 2.8 GPA in high school. I didn't go to college. I was a party kid. I was an absolute degenerate. I learned how to sell on Amazon. Does that mean that everybody's going to see the same success? No, that's not what I'm saying. But if I can figure it out, I think anybody can figure it out. Like, what limiting beliefs are simply just thoughts. And 90% of your thoughts are there to deceive you. This is actually, instead of meditating, read The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. Absolutely gem of a book. Talks about the muse and the resistance. The muse, if you're religious, think of God and the devil. But if you're not religious, then think of the muse and resistance. The muse is that little voice in your head that's like, hey, go start this business. You know, if you put in the work, you can be successful. It's not get rich quick, but if you put in the time and you actually stick to the fundamentals, you can be successful. The resistance is sitting there whispering in your ear, you're not smart enough to start a business. You can just chill today. Yeah, you have to get 5 things done to propel yourself to the next level today, and you do that every day, but you can just do it tomorrow. Why do you need to just play some video games? No, you can goon tonight. I know you said you wouldn't goon, but just do it anyways. It's all right. That's the resistance. The resistance wants to destroy you. The muse wants you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Listen to the muse. Ignore the resistance. Do 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 do. Perez, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. What's your opinion on Section 8 with down payment and waiting on cash flow? Why does it keep popping up an ad here? This is what I'm not really into the idea of Section 8 personally. I think most of the people, not all of them, because I know somebody personally who does Section 8 and they do it legit, but I would say 99% of the people who try to sell this Section 8 pipe dream, absolute BS. Go into traditional real estate. Like it's I don't know. Let's not go on a Section 8 rant. I can really rant about that. You're what's wrong with the internet today. That comment had me dying. Bro, it's true. He really, I mean, and what's funny is he's sitting there arguing with me this point, and then he gets off the live. He comes back into the live, like in the chat, and then he goes, oh, you're talking about this video, right? I was like, yes, that's the one. He's like, yeah, I get what you mean now. It's like, exactly, bro. You're what's wrong with the internet. Save this video for later, and I'm going to teach you. I've never made $1 profit on Amazon, but let me teach you how to sell on Amazon. Egg white break. I got a removal order for my first product. Can I dispute? Can you even win those? Yes, you can, but why did you get it? Oh, man, DFS, I don't even want to comment on that, bro, but listen, dude. All I got to say is what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Yeah, you were about to crash out. Yes, I mean, I'm just... the internet has made me crash out, so that's where I'm at today. Bro, are you just drinking straight egg whites? Yes, not even a flinch, son. Bobby, I'm on the generational run for gains. It's gonna look like a sick runt, bro. Listen, brother, I get my blood work done, all that good stuff. I've been drinking egg whites for dang near 5 years. I'm just fine. But thanks for your opinion, Doc. Yo, Luke, have you ever questioned what's the biggest private label brand on Amazon numbers wise? No. I don't know that, actually. US market is insane, bruv. It's the best market out there. Obviously, I'm going to make 60 billion on my first day. I'm just better. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the mindset I have. Let's go. They don't know me, son. I've never seen that side of the world. Yeah, man, we're a different breed out here. Second Amendment, drinking egg whites, Zins. We're a different breed. I don't know what side of the world you're from, but we do it different down here in the US of A, brother. Peak book, yes, it is a peak book. What book is it? The War of Art, Stephen Pressfield. Bobby, thank you for the follow, brother. Welcome to the US of A, baby. I don't think I wanted to play a song, but I can't play it because I'm on YT Live. Do what? Egg whites are big gains. Yes, sir. Bro, hold on, bro. Hold on. First off, respect to all my UK people. Cool people. London was cool. I was talking about this last night on the live. Absolute worst food that I've ever eaten in my entire life. And I've been to third world countries, or at least countries that I would call third world, but apparently I got corrected. They're not third world, but if they're not a third world country, what dictates a third world country? I've been to places where people sleep out, like they don't even sleep in houses. They sleep out on the beach and stuff. Worst food I've ever had in my life, UK. Absolute terrible. I've had better food at Denny's here in the States than I did at fine dining in the UK. Second, you guys do not have a better Zen game, because maybe this is why the food is so bad, because y'all be popping these 25 milligram Zinnaruskis, and then the chef's just out there twinging in the back of the kitchen. Yeah, 100 milligram, bro. That is wild. I got to the airport and I was like, yo, let's try these new Zinnaruskis. I'm just thinking like 3 milligram, 6 milligram, like we have here in the States. And then I get the package and I'm about to open it and I said 25 milligrams. Do they want me to decease right now? Anyways, but shout out to all the UK people. Great people. I had a great time there. And I love all my UK folk. And you couldn't pay me to do people at school doing 60 mg in math class, bro. That's why, bro. Listen, I consider myself a connoisseur, but I think that would absolutely smash me. Are you a big reader? If so, how can one get started? Yeah, I'm more of an Audible kind of guy, to be honest with you. But how can you get started reading? You just buy a book and you open it up and you sit down and you read. Boom, bomba clap. I like Audible because I can listen to a book while I'm at the gym or while I'm driving or something like that. And I retain information better from audio than sitting down and reading. I think reading is super boring. In fact, fun fact, the only fiction book that I've actually ever read, where is it, is The War of Art. I just bought these to put on my bookshelf. I listened to the audiobooks of the Steve Jobs and 10X Rule book. So I'm a fraud. I didn't really read them. I just listened to them. Why do you call it Zins? That's the brand name, brother. I went to London before. I agree. The food is bland. Yeah, dude. I went to a high-end steak restaurant, me and my lady, and like I'm talking, I don't know, just for like 2 entrees and a few apps, couple drinks, like you're talking like I think in USD was like a $300-400 bill. Literally the worst steak that I've ever had in my entire life. Sorry, laughing at a YT comment. Yeah, no, English food is awful. Most eat Chinese and Indian food. I like me some good Chinese food. I think I like all different types of food. Just don't put any mushrooms in it and I'm good. What's your opinion on za, bro? This is a good question. I'm going to make a full YT video on this. I think it's haram. I think you shouldn't do it. I think that it'll destroy your productivity. I think that it'll destroy your mind. Terrible for your brain. Go listen to Dr. Daniel Amen on this. Now, I don't say that in a judgmental way. I say that from somebody who had a serious issue with it. Like I was indulging in the za while I was successful on Amazon. I even think in the beginning when I started making content, I was still indulging in it. It took me years to stop. I'm talking like doing it for like 8 years. And then I had the mindset of like, oh, I've created all this success while I did it. So why do I need to stop? But then it kind of flipped and I was like, wait, if I could achieve all of this while doing that, what can I achieve off of it? It's not the thing to do, bro. Like I don't really have regrets in my life. Like I would party, I would rave, I would do things that, people did at the raves, which I can't say on TikTok or I don't even think YT live against terms of service. Hold on. I don't regret any of that. What I do regret was ever starting za. What's your sourcing strategy, bro? Go on Alibaba, because I do private label. I'm not sourcing brand name products. Go on Alibaba, search for the product that you want, contact 10 to 20 manufacturers who have been in business at least 2 years, have trade assurance verified, and have a good star rating. Thoughts on doing Zins? Za is May. I don't know what May is. Za is the reefer, brother. Yes, Mayor. It's MJ. The 3PQC. What's that, Atakin? That's a sick name, by the way. Why did you choose private label? Because I wanted to own the brand. I didn't want to be a glorified reseller. You can't sell a wholesale or arbitrage brand. I think that's point. Like, why start a business if you can't go on to sell it one day? You're going to just be an employee to your business your whole life. But yes, za is MJ. Thoughts on doing Zins? This is from somebody who has one, chilling with one right now. If you've never done it and you don't do Nick, don't start. Like you see people like me or like Ecom who do it, and like I make jokes about it and all of that stuff, but like don't do it. Just go get like little caffeine pouches, or they have like mushroom brain pouches, not brain pouches, but like mushroom for neuro brain stimulants and stuff like that. Nick, although it is a stimulant, I wouldn't recommend anyone starting a vice that they don't do. No, not magic ones. By the way, you think I will run into any issues if I include a QR to a free online book with my product? Not if it's like an instruction manual, no. Depends on what the book is, but you have to spend a ton of money on ads for private label. But that money doesn't come out of, first off, I have higher profit margins than every wholesaler or arbitrage seller after my ads on my established Amazon accounts. Number two, that money's not coming out of my pockets. My profit margin supports it. Like this account, I don't pay for ads in the sense of like, oh man, we spent 10 grand on ads this month. Okay, well, let's send Amazon a wire for 10 grand, or not a wire, but you know what I mean. They're not going to charge my account 10 grand. Well, technically they do because I changed my settings, but let's assume my settings weren't changed. That's a little bit more analytical. I can explain that. It comes out of my profit margin, and I still have a higher profit margin than people who do that. Third-party quality inspection. I have my own company, Attican. It's exclusive for my mentorship students and myself. We do AQ level 2 inspections. I've created so many services for my students. We have the freight forwarder. We have the inspection service. We have the listing creation service. We have the sourcing service. We have the trademark service. We have the bookkeeping service. We have an Amazon AI software that I created for my students. So outside of that, there's Alibaba. MJ is better than other stuff, especially rave stuff. That I agree with, but it's still not good. And no, nor do I recommend it. No, not magic ones, FB. No, that's not what I'm saying. I don't condone any of that stuff anymore, you guys. I don't believe that it is the right path for anybody to be on. Air stick, sheep. It won't be a manual. It's going to be a random book, for example, a cooking book. I think that could be okay. I've been able to stop MJ, but Alki has been a MF. I think MJ is nothing compared to yeah. I'm not a doctor or somebody who's probably qualified to talk about this stuff, but I've heard of the horrors. But here's the thing: anybody who says that MJ is not hard to kick, I would get straight cold sweats. I would get crazy mood withdrawals. Like I remember when I stopped, or I tried to stop multiple times and then essentially relapsed. But anybody who knew me did not want to be around me when they knew that I was stopping. It was not the business. What are your ways kept you from relapsing from ZA, brother? Bro, I mean, I didn't have a magic formula because, like I said, like there was multiple times where like I stopped and then I would just go right back to it. The last time that I've stopped, like I get, if there was like an AA badge for this, I would have a few AA badges under my belt right now. So God's plan, but it's just at the end of the day, you just got to stop. I know that sounds silly, and I know that you have to start to dislike it more than you like it. And then one thing is like, depending on how much you do it, it takes a minute for your brain to like get back and firing on all cylinders. People say like 21 days. That's a load of nonsense. It legit took me like, it probably took me 2 months to feel decent, and then like 3-4 months for my brain to start feeling normal. You want some advice? Go to a country where you absolutely can't do it. Go to Bali, because if you ever get caught with that in Bali, that's punishable by getting deceased, firing range style. So you just head out to Bali for a month. Boom. You'll have because especially if you value life, you'll have no urge to do it out there. And then come back and don't do it again. So you're 100% natty. Yeah. Oh, every now and then. I don't do alky to get like belligerent or anything. I don't like to lose my senses, but I'll have like a casual drink here and there. But outside of that, that's probably like 4 to 5 times a year. Outside of that, yes. How did you figure out your first product research? You just do product research, look for a product that has good market numbers. By the way, Luke, bank is having some issues. I'll do the thing tomorrow morning. No worries, bro. I'm not tripping on you. Bro, I get money, but I know that Henny is slowing me down. It's just been so hard, brother. See, that I don't have the advice on, bro. I mean, I would say sit down and pray about it. I don't know if you're religious, but I know that helped me a lot. And at the end of the day, it's just, I know that one is a little different. Like I've heard of like people actually have, like, depending on how much people do that, they have to like wean themselves off of it. So again, I'm not a doctor, but what I would say is like, if it's not at that level, at some point it just becomes willpower and just getting rid of all of it. Don't put yourself in environments where you think that you would do it. If you have to, sit home, go on a trip, I mean, actually that might be counterintuitive for that one because people like that while they're on a trip, but bring your ID so you can't buy it. Yeah, so it just comes down to wanting it. Like, how bad do you want it? I didn't think you were going to answer that, LOL, but I agree. You got to train your mind to dislike it. Yeah, 100%. Bro, I'm an open book, you guys. Like, the only thing I don't talk about on social media is like fam stuff. Like, nobody knows anything about my family life. You guys know what I allow you to know. But I'm an open book. I actually think it's good to talk about that stuff because I'm not trying to act like some holier than thou human being. Like, bro, I've made mistakes. I've done a bunch of stuff that's not ideal, but like there's a youngster out there who will hear me talk about this stuff and they'll either not go do it ever, or maybe that goes and helps them stop. I don't mind talking about my past. In fact, if this was like Kick, where it was uncensored, I would say even more things, but I just can't say certain stuff. I don't do OA or wholesale, brother. Those business models are, to me, I do private label. I own my own brands. Didn't know Stearns in because he saw Ecom taking them. He was saying, I was on live with him last night. He said he was thinking about it, but I told him, like, bro, don't do it. Like, I make jokes about it. Like, I have a video of like me saying, like, do you know what the key to all successful Amazon sellers is? And then I take a little Monica Lewinsky. I don't even think I should post it because there's really going to be somebody who takes that video seriously, even though it's a troll. But yeah, don't start a vice that you don't need to start. Be clear-minded. That's the biggest superpower, I think. And that's from somebody who's done everything shy of, well, I can't even say that on TikTok Live. And also, no, sheep. I have never done Trenbolone, my friend. Trenbolone. No, I've done that too, bro. I've done that too. Like I said, bro, I was not your example of a perfect human being. The one thing that I didn't do started with an H. I can't say that, but outside of that, everything was not the business. But I think it's okay to talk about this stuff because I think it's a true testament to show like where I was and where I am now and what I've been able to, with God's plan, go on to build. That's why when you guys hear me say, if I can do it, yes, that one. Aside from juice, I also did. But when I say to people, like, if I can do it, then you can do it too. That's what I mean. Like, I was not this genius. I was not some goody two shoes kid who was super smart and was destined to be successful. Like, if anything, if there was like a pool of everybody that I knew who, and everyone was placing their bets, there maybe would be 5 people who bet on me to be successful. And then the other 100, 200, 300 people were going to bet on me to just not do anything in life. And that's why I truly believe that I think everybody is capable of starting a business, and being successful. But I don't think starting a business is for everyone. I know that contradicts itself, but some people really are better off working a job, and there's nothing wrong with that. Big ups and big respect to you. It's not a diss either. It's not, oh, you're not good enough to start a business. No, maybe it's just not for you. But everybody is capable, no matter what your circumstances is, no matter what your family history is, no matter where your environment is. Like, none of that stuff matters. That's why I don't like when people make excuses or anything like that. Getting my degree soon, piece of paper I'm never going to use. Hey, man, guess what? Even though I have my fair share of thoughts on university and college, guess what? You prove to yourself that you're able to sit with a task in front of you and accomplish it. So that's awesome. W's in the chat for you, man. For real. I have my thoughts on it, of course, but I don't think that it's bad if somebody goes and does that. You know what I'm saying? So today was an interesting live. Shameless plug time. Lots of free content on the TikTok page. You already know we give value every single live. For those who wanted more in-depth guide and direct access to me as your mentor, no, not a course. If it was a course, Substance Live, yeah, we kind of took a turn at the end of that live, huh? People are like, I thought this was about Amazon, bro. Why are you talking about this? But this would just be a course. Everything else here is a full ecosystem for Amazon sellers. That's in the TikTok bio. You guys could click, yes, I want to apply. You go through this quick application, takes like 60 to 120 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. Actually fill it out proper. Hide this part so that you don't see my phone number and email. And then if you qualify for the program, you will be taken to this page right here where you're going to be able to hop on a call with the onboarding team, my boy Adam. For those who don't qualify, we added something new. So for those who don't qualify, we actually redirect you to a product research done like do-it-yourself program. It's not as much as the main mentorship. At least gives you all of the product research curriculum videos for you to kind of get started, learn how to do product research on Amazon yourself. But on that note, I hope everybody has a blessed day. I hope everyone has a blessed rest of their night. God willing, I will be back on live tomorrow. And I hope that everybody is on that live. Maybe we'll talk less about all that other stuff, more about Amazon. But turn on live notifications. Make sure you're following. Check out my last few videos. Check out the AMZ Masterclass in the TikTok bio. And God bless you all. And have a good night.